Bizarre tariffs of 2025. Tariffs were never meant to steal the spotlight, but in 2025, Trump's rewriting the rulebook. He's back in the driver's seat, and this time, it's not just a trade war, it's a high-stakes gamble. All justified under the banner of national security and fentanyl? This isn't just policy, this is economic chaos, set to shake the global system to its core. Buckle up, because the ride ahead, it's anything but ordinary.
These countries are calling us up, kissing my ass. They are dying to make a deal. Please, sir, make a deal. I'll do anything.
Well, when Trump is the clown running the circus, I guess everyone's just fighting for a front row seat. In 2025, the White House justified tariffs on sneakers, TVs, and even LED light bulbs as part of the fight against the opioid crisis. It's not just political theater, it's legal jujitsu. Trump's team called it the economic shock collar. Critics call it economic self-sabotage. And the market? Oh, it called in sick. Trump cares so much about making America great again. Let's see where his MAGA merchandise are made.
A lot of people are accusing Trump of not having any of his merchandise made in the United States of America. To disprove that, I'm going to go to his own merchandise store in Trump Tower to show you how much is made in the USA. This Trump hat, I bet you anything it's made in the USA. Oh, nope, China. So all of this is made in the USA, of course. Like this, for instance. All right, you know what? Probably just this hat. Huh, the label's been removed. Trump socks. Oh my God, what? Made in, not the USA. Huh, interesting. Made in China, okay. Not all of Trump's merchandise is made in China. I mean, like this, for instance. This is made in, oh, nope, that's made in China. Oh, okay, you know what, never mind. This would be made in, not made of, okay, People's Republic of, what is, no, okay. Okay, so maybe all of it's made in China.
Here's where it gets interesting. Instead of targeting actual fentanyl supply chains, the U.S. imposed a 20% tariff on everything from medical gloves to lawn furniture. Phones, tablets, and laptops were temporarily exempt for 90 days. But even those came with a caveat. They're still hit with a fentanyl-related 20% fee. It's like getting a coupon for a punch in the face. Naturally, China didn't just sit there. They slapped retaliatory tariffs up to 125% on U.S. goods. Then things got weirder. Beijing suspended exports of rare earth minerals, the stuff U.S. needs for electric vehicles, smartphones, and fighter jets. And at the massive Yiwu wholesale market, a major hub for U.S.-bound exports, orders just stopped. The ripple effect reached Iowa cornfields and LA shipping docks. This wasn't just tit for tat. It was trade chess on psychedelics. For so much of knowing what he is doing, here's some more of his wisdom.
$8 million for making mice transgender. This is real.
No, it's not. You know, you hear the president of the United States say we're spending $8 million to do sex change operations on mice. You assume, well, I'm sure he's exaggerating, but there must be something there. Turns out there's not. It's not real. The government spent money on transgenic mice, which are genetically modified mice they use in lab tests to study disease. It has nothing to do with being transgender other than the trans part of the word. You think they know this and just ignore it, or are they so dumb they don't know how to Google? Or maybe they think we're so dumb we don't know how to Google. I don't know. They're turning Mickeys into Minnies and Minnies into Mickeys.
Here's how Trump says tariffs work.
A tariff is a tax on a foreign country. That's the way it is, whether you like it or not. A lot of people like to say, oh, it's a tax on us. No. It's a tax on a foreign country. It's a tax on a country that's ripping us off and stealing our jobs.
No, it's not. American consumers pay the tax. But here's the kicker. Many thought China was footing the bill. A 2025 poll showed 47% of Americans believed China was paying the tariffs. If it still didn't sink in, Here's Trump saying it again.
It's on tariffs. You just said with China. Thank you. We charge them as in we charge China, but the tariffs are paid eventually by American importers and consumers.
No, they're not. No, I think they're paid for by the country.
Trump didn't pass new laws. He exploited old ones. Section 232 from the 1960s and the IEEPA from 1977. Both were designed for emergencies like war, oil crises, and nuclear threats. Not iPads and beer cans. But with creative legal framing, he used them to justify punishing tariffs. Legal scholars called it a constitutional black hole. Supporters called it economic deterrence. Now let's take a moment to fantasize about how this whole mess could have actually turned out. You know, if someone had actually planned things, rather than just throwing tariffs around like confetti. Imagine this. Instead of slapping blanket tariffs that punish the American consumer, Trump could have, say, invested in local manufacturing. I know, wild thought, right? What if, instead of just hitting China with tariffs, he had pumped money into infrastructure, like roads, bridges, energy grids? What if he'd funded R&D, teamed up with universities, and created public-private partnerships to boost innovation? Oh, wait. That would have required more thought than just raising taxes on everything. Look, there's no denying that tariffs could have been part of a larger strategy. But it should have been a gradual, focused approach, not just whacking the global economy with a sledgehammer. If Trump had used a more strategic plan, focused on real investment in America's future, rather than playing trade wars for headlines, we could have seen a real industrial renaissance. It could have been a new golden age for U.S. manufacturing. Instead, we got chaos, confusion, and, let's be honest, higher prices for everything from shoes to smartphones. But hey, why do something that might work when you can stir up a whole lot of noise and line the pockets of your rich buddies, right?
It's not just a company, it's actually an individual. And he made $2.5 billion today, and he made $900 million. That's not bad, because, he's in financial. I've always been fun.
So the next time you're paying more for a beer or a phone, just remember, someone's laughing all the way to the bank. And that's how you don't industrialize America.